Oh, I wanted to pass the talking stick over to Jeanne Shenandoah. Jeanne, you can unmute yourself and start to share when you are ready. Jeanne is joining us from the Onondaga Nation in upstate New York. She is a beautiful clan mother and grandmother, and someone who has, I would say, emanates peace. And it's such an honor to have you with us, grandmother. Please let me know if you're having any trouble, but you can unmute yourself and start speaking when you're ready.
Okay, am I on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, I can see.
Okay, because I don't know how to unmute.
Oh, thank you for being with us.
All right. Ja wahaskanus wakwegi. Okuntena ne wawa gesehta te wakta ge. Kaihata umgasta. First of all, my first words is I offer you peace. I offer you peace and I give a thanksgiving for your presence. I give thanksgiving for your presence on earth, for everyone, for all life, all beings. That's a few words cover so much, because that's our greeting to each other. We always give thanksgiving for your presence on earth. Wish you peace. I don't know what to say after those two good ladies were speaking. Two good friends of mine actually gave me a few tears to see their face. So nice to see everybody. This is their Earth Day. I kind of thought about this, but I didn't plan what I was going to say. Here where I live in a sovereign territory of my people, Onondaga, people of the hills, Haudenosaunee people. I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful for where I am, where I live. The Creator placed me here. The Creator placed me here in the right place. I'm thankful. Every day of my life, I give thanks for everything, and have been fortunate to live in a family, a very, very large family of people that followed our traditional ways, so that we didn't always have to have purposeful teachings on Thanksgiving, because it was just a given. That's just how we are, and that's what we do. And we acknowledge everything. When we even have small gatherings, we have a large, we have a Thanksgiving to everything, to all the animals, all the grass, the sunshine, the snowflakes, the wind, the water, everything, all the animals. We give thanks for the trees and the birds and the sunshine, the moonlight. It goes on and on, you know. We just be thankful for everything, for our everything around us. We're part of it, and nothing can survive without the other. Also, I give thanks. I give so many thanks. I don't know where to begin. That I have been privileged to live amongst my large family and my community, to be able to all of my life hear these different words, these different teachings of peace on how we must live on the earth and live peacefully and thankfully, and the human traits that we must follow for humility, consideration, and love for everybody, regardless of what's going on. And sometimes it's a little difficult, you know. Like Donald Trump, I have a hard time about that one. But meanwhile, I just would like to tell everybody, I came on this late, so I don't know who's all on here or what, and I was asked to take part, and I said yes, I would like to encourage everybody to live life on earth thankfully, considerate, and be humble and live close to the earth. Like I said, in my daily Thanksgiving, I have thanks because of this path that I've been on. The Creator puts us on our path when we're born. And those of us who are fortunate to find our way on our path and follow it need to tell other people we all need to be thankful. Some people have a hard time finding their path and they search for a long time. So if we teach them and spread the words of peace, one of the main teachings amongst our people is the great law of peace, that we must reach out in all directions on the earth and share these teachings with people. Share these teachings to appreciate everything. Live gently on earth. Be appreciative and not be wasteful nor harmful. And so it's difficult to see some of the things that are happening that have damaged so much of the environment and the nature around us. So we need to be protective all of our lives, and the first part of that protection is the thankfulness. And then we need to use ourselves and our community to do whatever we can to keep this going. Earth Day, I thought about Earth Day because it's just one day, and it should be every day, all the time. They started Earth Day, I forget how many years ago, 50 years or something. And the communities around us celebrate one day. But what we've always done with our children, are not just the children, but families, because usually it's the spring break of time. And our calendar is much different than the surrounding Americans around us, because we celebrate our ceremonies, our spring ceremonies, summer, fall, and we don't give thanks for one day. We take 5 or 6 days of our lives together, giving thanks, sharing food and song, laughter and dancing and happiness. So when the Americans around us started this one Earth Day, one day a year, we used a whole week to do it. Every day, families, children, we went up and picked up stuff and helped people that needed a little bit of help. And at the end of the week, we celebrated with a nice big dinner and a meal with everybody, and a dance of happiness and fun. So when I thought of Earth Day, that's kind of compacting all that. We need to do it more than one day. You know, we need to spend our lives doing Earth Day, thinking about everything around us, everything, appreciating the beauty that's around us. You know, it's so nice to wake up in the morning and look out and see the first light coming over, and looking at the trees and the grass and the different stages. Right now, we're still having a little bit of snow. So when I step out in the morning, the air is cold and sharp and invigorating. But there's hope in it. There's more light. It's springtime. The light is coming back and promising us springtime and summertime. So we need to think about living on this earth. There are so many things that have happened to us. Not only ourselves here, I'm speaking because I'm a Native woman, but for all people, things have spun so badly out of control. We need to slow down and live with the earth. We need to plant food. We need to grow gardens. We need to grow flowers, all these beautiful things around us that many people are not able to appreciate or have not ever been able to appreciate. So I encourage everybody to share all these teachings and teach people to be thankful, and teach the children to be thankful. Appreciate everything. Appreciate the wind blowing through the trees. It's so beautiful. Appreciate the quietness of the snow falling slowly and gently down, and it's just so peaceful. And the next day it'll be whip roaring around the house, all this snow and this wind, and it's so invigorating. It's cleansing. It's cleansing. Where the world is in a horrible state of chaos right now. But I've seen some good things. I've seen some good things where the air has cleared up in some places where their vision had been diminished due to smog. All this stuff loosened in the air, and now things are getting to look a little bright and sparkling the way they should be. I don't know how long this situation's going to last, but at least there's that good part to it there. Also, the part of us slowing down our lives and being together in our homes and doing things. I guess for people it's cooking, but I always enjoyed doing cooking anyway, so it just gives me more time for it. And over here in our area, we are sheltered in place, absolutely. It's been a very bad scene in New York State. So we're just right here, myself, and I guess you didn't see her earlier, but I have a baby in the house with me. So that is so nice. This little tiny baby girl just reached 2 months of age today. So that's been nice. That's a bright ray of hope. A little tiny person like that, a small person or any child, is each person's opportunity to make a difference in the future, because we guide these people and should teach them everything we know so they can live and teach other people, because we can't let these things be lost, these human values. So truly, babies and children are our individual opportunities to make that difference. I don't know what else to say. My time must be almost up, is it?
You still have about 5 minutes, Jeanne.
Oh,
Please share for you.
well, I don't know what to say. I'm not going to sing. I could, sure. Let's see. I've kind of said just about everything except that the other good thing that's happened is talking to people about food, which is really important. It's amazing how many people do not know how to cook food. So I hope all the instant stuff in the stores, I hope it's all runs out and it's not there anymore, so that people will grow gardens, learn how to cook food, how to preserve food. It's my intention to have some classes to teach people how to preserve food, do some food canning and whatever we can do, because pretty soon the foods are coming. We've already started here. We've been eating the onions, the first greens that come to us in the spring, and the leeks, we call them wraps. I've been eating those, so delicious. These great gifts that are given to us by the Creator for our body. It's important for us to follow the natural progression of these foods that are coming to us, for us to be healthy and strong. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is just teaching people how to gather these things. We use a lot of herbal medicine in our community, and we'll be sharing that. There's been a great sharing happening here. So there's happiness along with this craziness that's surrounding us. I live in this community, and we've kept ourselves pretty much shut off. But this wonderful thing happens is this person appears on my porch several times a week and brings me a hot lunch. The young people in our community are doing things to bring food to us. They brought me a whole box of food, and it was good food too. It was like vegetables and juice and basic foods. No, I detest foods that come in a box. So I think that's what all I have to say is I'm really honored to be part of this circle, and so happy to have seen Diane Brown, who I just love entirely so much. I was fortunate last year to see her. I had not seen her in many, many years, and I was so glad to see Marcia. I'm so glad to see everybody. It's been very nice, and I just want to say thank you for including me here. And whatever anybody does, just continue your ceremonies. Do your ceremonies of Thanksgiving. Do them in a group. Do them by yourself. Do them when you wake in the morning. Even if you wake up in the middle of you can do Thanksgiving anytime. Just always have that on your mind. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeannie.
Mm.
So beautiful to have you here today.
Thank you.
Wow.